Hey folks, welcome back once again to a brand new Let's Play, this time part 2 of my probably fool's errand of going through all of the SaGa games available in English. Last time we beat the Final Fantasy Legend. This time we're going with its sequel, Final Fantasy Legend 2. Now, let's just go ahead and go right into it. This game fixes a lot of the problems I had with the first one. Mainly the whole mutant skill thing. Oh, mainly that. That's probably the biggest problem I had. Still very opaque about weapon strengths and things like that. The game, I think, is better translated, so there's definitely... it's a little easier to follow the storyline. And there's more of a storyline. To begin with, it's more than just, hey, we have to climb this tower. Alright, mutants, humans, and monsters make a return from the first game. This time, though, mutants and humans work a little differently. Humans don't level it up at all with items, and they have, of course, the brand new choice, the robot. Now, I'm going to go with the classic choice, human male, same as I did last game. You may notice also that it is the same sprite from the last game, while all the other sprites are different. That right there is Father. No, you call him Dad, but his name is Father. He is the MacGuffin for the game, at least the first half or so. More like a third of the game, but he is the MacGuffin for the beginning. You go out in search of your father, who... hold on, let me move my chair. Who walks out your window one day and disappears for several years. And years later, you've grown up. And you decide you want to go look for him. Typical plot for an RPG. Definitely more plot than the first one had. They just plop you down at in the town at the base of the tower and kind of expect you to climb it. Mr. S. Ah, I love Mr. S. Mr. S originally, I do believe, was called Sensei. In the Japanese version, but they, of course, translated to Mr. S, which I think is a fair translation. And he's just giving you a little history lesson about the Magi. Let me move my microphone. I'm trying to find a good position for my microphone where you can't hear it when I breathe. I've tried holding my breath, but after a while I just turn purple and pass out, and then, you know, it just continues on and on recording, and my hard drives get full. Also, forgive me if I'm breathing a little hard. I had having a bit of trouble breathing allergies. So, also, I may not talk as much as I normally do, which I know is actually not a whole lot compared to other Let's Players. Oh, like a hero? That just strikes me as one of the most juvenile things a hero could say, like a protagonist could say. But at the same time, I've played Grandia. If you haven't played Grandia, it's on the PlayStation Network. I highly recommend you play it. It's a very good game. It's just got just about the most cliched plot ever, but also the main characters are like not necessarily teenagers like you find in most RPGs. They're actually kids. Take me with you. Alright, I'm gonna go with a well-rounded party. I'm gonna go with one of each. I already have my human, me. and I'm gonna throw in a mutant female, and I'm gonna name all my characters after people from Saga Frontier. And I'm gonna name her Doll. Now, you get bonus points if you can tell me what scenario Doll is actually recruitable in, because she's only recruitable in one. Ugh. I'm gonna get a robot, and I'm gonna name him not T260, even though that would fit. I'm gonna name him something else. PKWG. You can guess what that is. Panzer Kampfwagen. And a baby dragon. And since he's a monster, 4-character limit, I'm gonna name it Ricky. Pretty straightforward. You should go to a town beyond the Cave of North. So, like, if you're north of the Cave of North, is it still called the Cave of North? Or is it called the Cave of South? Good luck. Thank you. Now, there's, like, absolutely nothing to do in this town. There's some NPCs to talk to, but they basically say, oh, goodbye. There is one good thing you can grab here. That bottom right house is yours. Well, thank you. That's why it's called the Cave of North. Thank you for stating the obvious. Don't be late for dinner. We're leaving on a journey to save the world, Mom. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be late for dinner. At least that's what I tell my mother. Really? It's wonderful. This gentleman right here will give you a cure spell. Not a cure spell, a cure potion. Now, I did mention that the humans work differently in this game than they do the previous one. They're the biggest changes. The mutants don't change a whole lot. Their big difference is the way they keep their abilities. I'll go over that real fast. Let's see. Mutants have 8 slots to equip things in, but their abilities do take up slots like they did in the previous game. They can learn up to 4 mutant abilities, and these abilities are kept unless they're the last one in line. Like, they can have 4, so the 3 highest on the list are kept, and the bottom one is replaced when they learn a new one. Humans gain stats like mutants did in the previous game, meaning no more potions. Depending on what you do in battle, you get that stat. Like, if I were to use that longsword, excuse me, I would gain strength. That's really not what I'm going to go for. Agility weapons give you agility. Humans can use magic in this game, and they can gain mana. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to be doing with this human. Robots are my favorite thing in this game. Of course, I'm a big mech whore in Saga Frontier. You all saw that. For sure, the best way to build your robot, in my opinion, is to go agility. Because the agility, the strength weapons, I think, while superior in the first game, they definitely boosted them a bunch in this game, and it makes it to the point where they're equal to the strength weapons in power, but the agility has the bonus of raising your evade and your hit. So that's why they're slightly superior. Monsters work identically. So, I mean, I won't be changing monsters for a while. And Mr. S joins us. This game introduces the whole guest thing that you see in lots of later Square games. Is there anything else I've left out? Nope, I can't think of anything. Okay, let's see, we'll probably have time to get into a fight. Battle system is similar to the previous game. You basically shoot your enemies, apply your skills to them until they die. Mr. S is basically so powerful for this area that we're not going to be touched the entire time. And this seems like a good place to stop. You get to see basically how the battle system works. It works almost identically to the previous game. Weapons do run out of uses like they did in the previous game, and I will see you next video. So, I'll see you then.